Hey, good morning. Alrighty, alrighty. Well, you're pretty straight up. Gratitude in challenging times. Some of us are having challenging times. There's always people having challenging times. Um, and it's always a trip to try and find a space of gratitude when things are going in a way that we don't want them to go. That our brains are arguing for this is fucked, this is wrong, this shouldn't be happening. And it could be anything from a global situation to a private situation, but challenging times come. And the opportunity to find a space of gratitude within those. Right? I just wrote this on my blog. If you want to go, aaronhinder.com. But, the Viktor Frankl quote that speaks to the it's the last piece of humanity that people can't take away from you is your attitude, is your orientation, is your perception. And I'm even more committed that these morning practices of setting the tone of gratitude, the vibration of gratitude, physically in your body, in my body, make a difference just from that space. So, with that, let's take 10 minutes and set the tone for our day, people. What do you say? Let's go. When you're ready, you can close your eyes, settle into the body. If you don't want to close your eyes, you can just soften your gaze, just limit visual distraction. And feel into the body. Sense the connection your butt has with the chair, your feet to the floor. Notice if there's any places in the body that are asking for attention, pulling for your awareness. And you can just rest your awareness right there on that body part. You don't need to change it, or you don't need to get it to relax. You can just sit with it, notice it, listen to it, feel it. Bringing our awareness to the breath. Taking a nice, slow, long breath in, holding it for a moment, and relaxing. You can do that 2 or 3 more times at your own pace, bringing awareness to the way the air feels in the body as it moves in and out. Letting the breath fall back to its own pace, own rhythm. Noticing the sensations in the body as your chest rises and falls with the breath. And anytime the mind wanders, you can just Bring it back to the breath. Bringing to mind any challenging area of your life, something you're finding a challenge to find any gratitude for, any peace, any compassion, any love. It's upsetting or agitating to you. Bringing that area to mind. Noticing how that feels in the body. Where in the body do you feel that agitation, that upset, that tension? What does that thought do to the body? How does that change your physiology? Becoming the observer of those functions in the body. Where do you feel it? Without labeling it, without saying anything about it, you're just noticing the sensations. Just observing, allowing them to be. Do those sensations have a shape or a color, a temperature, a weight? Just get curious about what it feels like. See if you can generate some compassion for yourself for feeling this so deeply. That area is there, feels that way. Can you extend some compassion and some loving kindness to yourself? Just because you're upset, you feel this deeply. Sometimes it helps if you soften the eyes and smile with the eyes. Half smile, Buddha smile on the lips. You're not smiling at the area, you're smiling at yourself. You're being kind to yourself for feeling this so deeply. Extending that kindness to anyone else who might be impacted by that challenging situation. Inside that loving kindness, the compassion, see if there's any space for gratitude, for appreciation, at least of yourself, for generating some loving kindness. Can you be grateful for anything about yourself? Anything about those other people? What situation exists? Is there anything you could find that you can appreciate as a gift out of this situation? Even if it's just that you took the time to look, that you're the kind of person that cares that deeply. Just breathing into that space, noticing how that feels in the body, how the loving kindness feels, how the appreciation feels. If gratitude was there, how that feels. You might notice you're large enough to hold both spaces, the upset and the gratitude. Noticing this vibration of gratitude, of appreciation, of loving kindness. That's a place you could return to during the day. When you're ready, you can take a few more breaths. Begin to stretch, open the eyes. Mm, come on back. Ooh. Well, that was fun. If you have questions or you want to ask me anything, I'm always available on the channel that you're watching this on. Um, Facebook is generally the best, but any place you're watching it is fine. And then, if any of the meditations make any difference for you, let me know and I'll throw them up on Insight Timer, although they stay on all the channels forever. But Insight Timer is a useful tool as well, and I'm happy to translate it to Insight Timer. Um, yeah, that's all I got. Make sure you practice today. It's certainly enough challenging times around us to call for practicing. So go for it. Let me know if you need anything. I'm here for you. Namaste, motherfuckers. Peace.